That kind of seemed like that was the message of your first video where you were popping the red hat. You know what I mean? You were popping the red hat because you wanted to free the masses. Now you want to free the masses, you got blue on. What you thought we weren't gonna notice? Hey, shout out to all the subscribers and members here on the channel. My name is Reese Waters, and this is Who Raised Y'all, where we highlight those unique individuals going above and beyond to make society worse. Young man, there's a place you can go. You know, the kinds of people you'll see asking to speak to the manager at the pearly gates.
I want to talk to the manager.
Today's celebrant, in the words of Stella Baby, LaToya Jane from the TikTok. Let's investigate, shall we?
Y'all, I done found my tribe. Hold on, stop scrolling. Stop scrolling, because I done found my tribe. MAGA family, AFF family, Trump supporters. Oh my God, I done found my tribe.
And by the way, you are a token.
Isn't that crazy? I just had my first Black Maga meeting last week, and now people finding the tribe. Okay, cool. Because you saw Laverne Spicer. It was the Laverne Spicer. I knew it.
A lot of us have been exiled by the Black community, but when I say the MAGA family, the AFF family, my snow bunnies, my Hispanic bunnies, oh my God! When I say the support has been mad real.
Now, while we're being mad real, you didn't say why you were exiled from the black community. That's not what you didn't say why you were exiled from the Black community, and then you say the support from your snow bunnies and your Latino bunnies and all that. When did that support come? When did that support come? Exactly how long had you had on the red hat when the support came? That's what I want to know.
It has been mad real, and I just want to thank y'all for embracing us, okay? Because we have been exiled from the Black community. We have been called Uncle Toms, Auntie Toms, told to jump off a bridge, and some of everything else under the sun. We have been totally annihilated by our own, but we have been embraced by you guys. I have found my tribe. If you are a part of this wonderful MAGA community, make sure to repost this video to keep this momentum going, of course. Comment something like, "What's up, MAGA fan? Hit a support." Make sure you hit them 4 words in there, and make sure you tap, like, and then follow. Let's follow and pick up each other, okay? Let's grab each other and continue to embrace and unite in this community.
Well, one thing is clear, she certainly does like attention. She certainly does like attention. Yeah, she started out, don't stop scrolling, now she wants you to tap, and like she certainly does like attention. And given that she's given me no background into why exactly she was exiled, other than presumably she was called a Tom, and then embraced as soon as she put on the red hat, knowing that they had votes that would help them secure their Project 2025 agenda. So I couldn't imagine why they might have been supportive. Clearly, attention is currency for you. And this is certainly one way to get it. I just don't want to get in my head of myself. I don't know if a whole lot of attention is going to work out.
Because I'm absolutely loving it and I'm feeling it. And I just want to thank each and every one of y'all, each and every one of my, like, almost over 1,000 new followers that are really engaging, that are really being supportive. I just want to thank y'all on some real. Oh, because it's been tough on us Black people that's been out here supporting Trump. So I just want to say thanks for y'all's support. The love has totally been felt. And let's just keep this train going. Let's keep this support train going, this unity MAGA train going. Pick me up, follow me, repost this video, share, and let's grab each other.
I'm actually going to do you one better. I'm going to watch another video. How about that?
Wait, stop. Stop scrolling. Real quick, I just need you guys' support in helping to free my son. My son is 23 years old, and he is currently facing 21 years of incarceration due to racial injustice.
Racial injustice? Not the Trump administration, no.
My son was defending himself, and unfortunately, most black and brown people, individuals, whether you are a man or a woman here in Colorado, do not have the right to use self-defense. The judge denied my son self-defense. Therefore, that same judge sentenced my son to 21 years in prison.
Oh, I get what happened. So when Trump said immunity, when Trump said immunity, you thought it was the people had immunity? Is that you thought the people had immunity? When he said police immunity, you thought the people had immunity with the police. Is that trying to figure out how that made sense to you?
Right now, I am fighting to free my son. I have a strong appellate attorney and an attorney team, but right now we just need some support to put the word out there that racial injustice within the black and brown community has gotten out of hand, and enough is enough.
That sounds like a DEI program to me. That sounds like she talking about a DEI program? She talking about a DEI program because she said racial injustice in the black brown. She talking about a DEI program. I'm called because they said they got a number you can call if you see people practicing DEI because she doing DEI right there on the TikTok.
So if you guys could just simply engage with this post. I'm not asking for any type of monetary value or any type of assistance or anything like that. I just need for you guys to engage with this post, to put it out in the algorithm so the word will get out there. So let's start from the bottom. Share the video. Favorite the video, and if you guys could comment #enough is enough, and of course like the video.
Not only will I engage with this post by commenting on it the way that I am, I think I could send this to, why don't we send this to the pardon czar? You know what I mean? Why don't we send this to the pardon czar? Because when the Black Magas, I know you missed the Black Maga Black History Month celebration, when they were all celebrating while he was dismantling the ability for us to get any kind of equity in the criminal justice system by throwing up one woman who he could say he pardoned and say is the pardon czar and have Kodak Black speak incoherently at the after party. When they did all of that, that was to tell you what your outlet was. So just holler at the pardon czar or just at Kodak Black. They got you. They got you.
Friend me if this comes across your algorithm and you like, friend me. I definitely appreciate any and all the support that I am getting right now. Like I said, my son is 23 years old and he is facing 21 years in prison simply due to racial injustice. Had my son been able to use self-defense because he was defending himself, the victim was shot with his own gun, my son would be home right now had he been able to use self-defense. There are so many cases within Colorado and across the United States, period, where men and women are defending themselves and are faced with serious charges and then sentenced to double their lifespan. There is a 19-year-old that's in there that was in there since he was 15 years old. The judge sentenced him to 40 years. That's double and more than his lifspan. Enough is enough.
You know what you can do? Holla at the J6ers. Holla at holla at the J6. They know how to get out. J6ers know how to get out. So you holla at the J6ers. Not only can you get out, you could even get reparations. You know what I mean? Hey, get on that J6 program.
I am working not only just to free my son, but to free the masses. So if you guys could just support me in helping free the masses, put the word out here that racial injustice within the black and brown community is enough.
Now that's funny because you want to free the masses because that kind of seemed like that was the message of your first video where you were popping the red hat. You know what I mean? You were popping the red hat because you wanted to free the masses. Now you want to free the masses. You got blue on. Well, you thought we weren't gonna notice?
#enough is enough in the comment. Like, share, follow if you're feeling it. And again, I just appreciate and thank everybody that is supporting me and that has been supporting me on this journey. I have been in tears. Some days are better than others. I've been totally heartbroken. Feels like my heart has been ripped out of my chest. But that same energy of pain that I put it into a fight. And right now I am literally fighting the racial injustice system throughout the state of Colorado. And once I get my son and these other babies up out of there, I'm coming around. I'm going global with this. I would love to go global with this to free a nation. Hashtag enough is enough.
You know who you need to holler at. You need to holler at somebody that has experience being in a presidential administration, but somebody who has like personal experience with the criminal. Why don't you holler at Kamala Harris? Yeah, why don't you holler? She probably would be sympathetic. Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, so I don't get into politics. I don't get off into that garbage and nothing like that. But after I was walking past on my way out the house, I just so happened to look in my bathtub. And it's all clean and sparkly. I just cleaned the shit out of my bathtub. But I looked at my tub and I said, ain't no way in hell I would put some fucking greens in there and clean it. I would not dare put no collard greens, no vegetables in my tub to quote unquote clean them. You mean to tell me, Kamala, however you pronounce your name, baby girl. You mean to tell me that you did not have not one good black girlfriend to tell you how to properly clean greens, boo? You ain't got one black ancestors in the heavens to whisper in your ear on your heart and tell you how to properly clean collard greens? You would have been better off just saying you don't know how to make greens. You don't know how to clean greens. You ain't never made them before. Than saying that dumbass shit. There ain't not one black person on this planet that cleans their collard greens or any kind of things other than they ass in a bathtub. Really? The bathtub? Come on now. If that ain't that woman playing in y'all face, this Indian Asian woman, she was sworn in as an Indian Asian woman if I'm not mistaken, but now she all of a sudden black. She can't even get black right. Black people don't clean their collard greens in no bathtub, boo. And then to top it all off, she ain't even had no girlfriends, no black female friends. But you could have called me. She could have sent me a little DM or something and said, girl, how you clean these collard greens? But she ain't had not one black homegirl to be like, girl, that is not how you clean greens. Before you put that shit out there, let me help you out. She ain't had nobody to pull her to the side to tell her that further lets you know that she ain't black. Because don't no black person let another black person make themselves look like an ass like that. Now, that's the petty shit. That's the hee-hee, the shits and giggles. You know, that's that playing in y'all face shit. But then, we got all these people in Florida and in the Carolinas without power, transportation, food is starting to get scarce because of this hurricane. And all she had to say she had for them was $750. The $750 gonna do? That ain't even somebody rent. That's like the grocery bill for the month nowadays. But y'all voting for her? Y'all are voting for this foolishness? Foolishness. She playing in y'all face, and y'all gonna keep letting her play in y'all face like this.
Ooh. So that's probably not gonna work with Kamala, man. Man, post-election hit hard, didn't it?
This past January, while my son was in CDL school, he made a decision that ultimately jeopardized his freedom. And now at the end of the year, at the end of January, we've been fighting and going through trial back and forth. Now at the end of the year, for Christmas, he is in custody until February the 3rd. This has been the hardest, the roughest Christmas, the hardest holidays for the both of us. We've been separated before. He's lived in Atlanta. I've been here in Colorado. We've had separate Christmases, but it was always, I'm going to his house, he's coming to my house. We've always made a way to be together for the holidays, some way, somehow. This year, there's no way. Only thing we can do is communicate by phone. I was told by one of my TikTok friends, and I can't remember which friend it was, but they said something to me that stuck with me. And they said, this didn't happen to you. It happened for you. That stuck with me, and it has hit me like a ton of bricks.
That's actually a good point. That is a good point, because when I made the video about how they deal with undocumented folks, and then we had a right-wing influencer in Riley Gaines that was dealing with immigration issues. Her connection to Trump, she got to go to the inauguration.
You are the biggest agent of change in maybe the most transformational cultural issue of our time. That's a fact. Steve Gerber from Real America's Voice, nice to see you again.
It's very good to see you. I'm thrilled to be here and to be with you.
And she gonna be all right, thanks to her connection to Trump. Maybe this happened for you. Why don't you see if that can work for you? You know what I mean? Why don't you see just how valuable that red hat really is? You know what I mean? Because this is something that you wish for, is it not?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but my son needed to today. If those who don't know, my son is facing 21 years in prison. Whew, that was even hard for me to fucking say. However, the fight is not over. I say all that to say we are all flawed, beautiful creatures. And I know it comes from a song. I think that's by Christina Aguilera. We make mistakes. We fall flat on our face. But we don't stay there. Get up. Put your boxing gloves on. Get in the ring. And fight.
I like that. I like that. You build character. Now here's my question though, because real character, you would still have the red hat. You would still have. I ain't seen the red hat since all this went down. Did you lose it? I need to know what happened to the, because this is how it used to be.
I don't do fakeness. You may not like what I say, but you'll always know where you stand with me. If my actions tell you that I like you, then I'm not acting.
Now, I'm be real with you, LaToya Jane from the TikTok. They finna drag you. I'm gonna be honest. They finna drag you. Yeah, it's gonna get ugly. This ain't the attention that you wanted.
And I'm done crying. Enough is enough, and I'm done crying.
But we're not done laughing, sis. The nerve. Let me get serious for a minute. The nerve of you to talk about the injustices of black women and black men because your black son has now got his black ass in a black jail, probably filled 80, probably 90% of black people, yet you stood with MAGA. Those are your people. Go on over there with your people and talk this shit. Make sure you tell why the f*** you wearing blue in all your videos? Where that red at, sis? It's like the Bloods and Crips up this bitch. You see I got my blue on. Where your red at, sis? Don't put no paint on your face and come over here with us and try to be in the masses and try to get your hair natural and shit and try to be around. Nah, fuck that. And I would say you, but you know.
My son is 23 years old, and he is currently facing 21 years of incarceration due to racial injustice. Oh my God. That's terrible. Wait, this you? Maga family, AFF family, Trump supporters. Oh my God, I done found my tribe.
Well, I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. Go ask your tribe. Because us over here, the 92%, we attended the cookout with Kamala on November 5th. But you, with the other 8%, wanted to go to the picnic, and now you're upset because your son is the Nick they picked? I'm not understanding. The switch up is crazy. Now you're wearing blue. You're using blue hearts. You're talking about some free the masses. You're using the black power fist. Stink a butt. Call it a J-Lo concert ticket. No one's buying it. You are getting exactly what you voted for. You voted for the racist felon, and they say, you know what? Let's double it and give it back to her. So now you got 4 more years, and your son is facing 21. The 2-for-1 felon deal goes great. Girl, what did you think was going to happen? The leader of your tribe was going to give your son a pardon too? Didn't nobody tell you that was an all-white party? Unfortunately, there's been a tariff placed on thoughts and prayers, so I don't have those for you, but maybe it's time to put back on your cape. You know, this one? It's fun to stay at the J-A-I-L. Or whatever the song said, girl, I don't know. Peace and love. Talk to you later. Due to racial injustice.
Ask MAGA to do it.
System has done our black men and black women, our black people, wrong for far too long, and enough is enough.
Let's rewind. Wasn't this you?
Uncle President DJT came through signing some executive orders, didn't he?
Wasn't working out for you, huh?
And best believe, whenever you see a collection of black women, the men cannot be far behind.
AFF family, Trump supporters, oh my God, I done found my tribe. My snow bunnies, my Hispanic bunnies, oh my God. When I say the support has been mad real.
I know you lying. I know you motherfucking lying. Girl, I know you lying. Well, family. This is a delicious slice of irony if I ever... Woo, this might be the best version of fuck around and find out I've seen on the internet in months. Listen, let me introduce you to a sister here.
I just need you guys' support in helping to free my son. My son is 23 years old, and he is currently facing 21 years of incarceration due to racial injustice.
I know you mother lying. That can't be the same person. She wants to know if she can come back to the cookout. What say y'all, family? Now, sis, just a few months ago, you were on the internet calling Trump daddy, thanking your MAGA family and thanking your Trump supporters, your 1,000 new Trump supporters. And now you back at the cookout asking for help. Where's your MAGA hat?
Oh, because it's been tough on us black people that's been out here supporting Trump.
All I'm saying is you can tell us how much you love Trump from the visitation rooms. Visiting your son, who couldn't you stand your ground.
My son was defending himself, and unfortunately, most black and brown people, individuals, whether you are a man or a woman here in Colorado, do not have the right to use self-defense. The judge denied my son's self-defense. Therefore, that same judge sentenced my son to 21 years in prison.
Where's your red hat, boo? And strategically dressed in blue. Girl, we see right through you. Girl, you tried it. You tried it. Your son tried to use stand your ground, but you know that's only for white folks. That's not for you, sis. That's not for us. Woo. Oh, this episode of Fuck Around and Find Out is delicious. Girl, your black card has been revoked. Girl, we got better things to do, like sit on our ass and mind our black-owned business. The audacity. May the Lord bless you. May the ancestors side-eye you. May you never forget who you had to turn to when that red hat fell off. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah.
Right now, we just need some support to put the word out there that racial injustice within the black and brown community has gotten out of hand.
Let's send her a clear message of where her support is really coming from. Hashtag call Daddy Trump. Call your Daddy Trump.
I just need for you guys to engage with this post, to put it out in the algorithm so the word will get out there. Had my son been able to use self-defense because he was defending himself, the victim was shot with his own gun, my son would be home right now. had he been able to use self-defense. Enough is absolutely the fuck enough.
I need y'all to like and share and funk up this algorithm. Leave her a strong message. Hashtag call Daddy Trump.
Let me get this right.
That's how we gonna start? That's how. How long has he had? Is that a unit that he got put on? Was it? What celebrity barber? We need to press charges. No, we need to, because this has gone too far. All right, fine. I'll let you finish.
Let me get this right, because this is just too rich to pass up. Latoya, you have been out here capping for the Make America Great Again movement, a movement that cannot tell you at any time in this country where America was great for black people, especially under the criminal justice system, and now you're coming to who and asking for help. What?
Unfortunately, most black and brown people, individuals, whether you are a man or a woman, here in Colorado do not have the right to use self-defense. The judge denied my son's self-defense. Therefore, that same judge sentenced my son to 21 years in prison.
Real quick, before I get to my other observations, but you're talking about racial injustice in Colorado, and I went through your page to see your call to action on behalf of Elijah McClain here, who was murdered by authorities in Colorado, and I didn't find any. I didn't find any mention on your page to the racial injustice that led to the death of Elijah McClain at the hands of the same system you are now asking for help with. But I digress.
And by the way, that's crazy. That is crazy. I have done a lot of content about Elijah McClain. She's right there in Colorado. So when she tells you about how she's trying to free, she won't take this global and she wants to, you have all the information. She has showed you exactly who she is.
I also notice how you traded in your MAGA hats and all this aesthetic for this aesthetic when you're appealing for help with racial injustices. The blue heart is not missed on me, nor the black power fist, or the whole blue aesthetic.
I ain't even see the black power fist. I didn't. We got to get some copyright on that or something. I ain't even see the black. She really went to the. She should lose access to all of those colored emojis. She really should. Matter of fact, she voted for that to be taken away. She got more DEI on her page.
That you are leaning into all of the sudden. I wonder why. Let me help you, Latoya. Let me remind you of who you need to be asking for help.
Yeah, I done found my tribe. Hold on, stop scrolling. Stop scrolling, because I done found my tribe. MAGA family, AFF family, Trump supporters. Oh my God, I done found my tribe.
Well, Latoya, allow me to help you. Put your aesthetics back where they were and go talk to your tribe. Because I'm sure your tribal leader, who has pardoned 1,600 racists and bigots that were storming the Capitol, will be just too happy to help you. Now you have the day you deserve, and may the ancestors continue to judge you harshly.
I don't got nothing to say after that. That's Now we pray for you. We gonna pray for you. Yeah. Not today, but tomorrow. We gonna pray. We need a moment of silence first. Yeah, we just gonna have a moment of silence. Yeah, woo. That was hot. That was hot. Now I see why he had the beard, and because he knew he was going to spit fire. That's what that was. I didn't take the warning, and I should have. I didn't know your game. I'm sorry, sir. I did not know your game. I'll be back though. I'll be back. Thank you for supporting the channel. It is a new season, and with the new season comes new things, and I'm very excited to announce I'll be bringing guests on to my 8 p.m. live starting this very week.
No, never thought leopards would eat my face. Slow it down now.
You guys have sent me in a lot of suggestions for people you would love for me to have a conversation with, people in this particular space, people in the politics space, comedians, commentators, anybody who you would love to see exchange ideas right here on this platform. Go ahead and send in your suggestions. That also applies to my Way of Waters channel as well. I'll be bringing guests over there. So if there's people in the mindfulness space or in the consciousness space you would love to see me talk to, go ahead and send in your suggestions. And don't worry, we'll still have our private chats. Of course, I'm going to open up my lives with a rant like I always do. I'm definitely not a political channel, but I think I'm adjacent. You know what I mean? I think I'm adjacent. I would say, I'm around the corner. I'm not too far. I'm around the corner. Unless, I don't know if they got some redlining going. Maybe they got some redlining going on in politics streets, and now I'm on the other side. And we'll also have the members' lives as well, just when we need to talk offline. So those will be regular. And if you would like to join the channel, there's a link to membership in the description box of all the videos. I want to give a shout out to Obajuru, who's a supporter of the channel, who sent me this as a gift, and I absolutely love it. We're definitely going to find a use for that. And Kit and the Misfit Toys, who sent me this for my Way of Waters channel. You guys are truly, truly the best. And I just hope that I can rise to a level that is deserving of this level of support. Thank you.